All right, we are live. So, I'm just hanging out at home tonight and got about 30-45 minutes here to hang out. So I figured I would come on and do a live stream. So if you guys have any questions about anything, you can ask me anything you guys want. We'll probably hang out here for the next 30-45 minutes. So no walking tonight, just gonna be at home. I'm just here to answer some questions that maybe some of you guys have. So feel free to ask me. You can ask me whatever you want. I know a lot of you have found me from moving to Las Vegas. So if you have questions regarding anything about that, feel free to ask them. If you have questions just about me personally, don't get like weird, but I'll ask, I'll answer questions just about whatever you guys want. So just hanging out tonight, just thought I'd do a casual conversation. I want to see how these videos do with me just sitting and talking with you guys and just answering some questions. I know the walking videos do really well because you guys get to see everything, but I didn't want to do any walking tonight, so I just wanted to come on and hang out with you guys for a little bit and maybe answer some questions. So feel free to ask away. And then while you're coming on, make sure you click that thumbs up button for me. And let's see, we got Manuela from California. Hello, hello. Preston from Hawaii. What's going on, man? Brian, what's up, Brian? Just hanging out tonight. I just ran to the store and got some Sour Patch Kids. So this is definitely that's my favorite candy by far. Do you ever go to the buffets on the Strip, or where do you go when you eat a lot of food? I don't really go to the Strip, man. A lot of locals don't really go to the Strip. I do want to start going because I would like to make some videos there. There is some content that I would like to get there, and I would like to try some of the buffets personally. I've tried the buffet at Green Valley Ranch, which is a local casino here in Henderson, but none actually on the Strip just yet. The one at Green Valley Ranch I would highly recommend. It was called Feast, and I went there for Christmas when my family came in town. That was really, really good. So highly recommend that one. Where do you go when you want to eat a lot of food? I would go to a buffet for sure, man. I usually eat from home though. I go out to eat once in a while. You guys saw last night, had Raising Cane's. Shout out to Brian last night for that. Let's see, Orange County, California. What's going on? Welcome. Roger from Phoenix. What's up, Roger? You're always on, man. Cheryl, hello, hello. What do you know about nursing jobs in the area? Not sure on nursing jobs, to be honest. I know healthcare is one of the things everybody says is slacking, so I'm sure we need good healthcare positions. So I know they are building, they just finished, well, they didn't just finish, it's been there for a couple years, but the Henderson Hospital, that's going to be at the Union Village. So they're finishing building the Union Village, and that should be done, I don't know, in a couple years. But Union Village is going to be a nice area. There's going to be like retirement homes there. There's going to be like a little shopping center similar to the district. So I went to the Wynn recently. It was amazing. It's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'd like to try out all of them, to be honest. I want to do videos at every single buffet. That's the goal. But we'll see. Natalie, what's going on? Welcome. Lizette, hello, hello. Hello, hello. What is your take on the housing market in Las Vegas? Overpriced. Overpriced. It's about 20-25% overpriced right now. I've said this before. I think that we are heading to, I think we're already in a recession. They're just not acknowledging it, to be honest with you. So I expect a crash in the next 12 to 18 months. Again, this is my thought. This is my perspective. I'm not giving you financial advice. This is just what I believe is going to happen based on everything that I've kind of observed. So I would stay away from buying a house for at least the next 12 months, 18 months. What is the weather now in Las Vegas? I think it's like, let me see, computer here. This computer keeps deleting I keep adding, well, I don't know why it's not doing it. I keep adding the weather on my like sidebar here, and then it keeps deleting it. It's 91 out right now. This is not bad. I left at your video uploaded there. Don't move here if you don't have a car or aren't attractive. I mean, the thing is, like, I've already had some comments on that video that cracked me up a little bit. Some people have taken it to heart. I'm not saying you can't live here if you're not attractive. That's not what I'm saying. But if you move here without any options and you are attractive, you're gonna have it a lot easier because you're gonna have more options for you. You know, if you don't have a car, you don't have any money, like you don't have anything going on. If you're attractive, you're gonna have it a lot easier. I mean, that's just anywhere you go. But if you don't have a car and you're not attractive, then you can't like even do Uber, you can't do Lyft, you can't do food deliveries. Like, I don't know what you would do. So, yeah. Curtis, what's up, man? New viewer here. I plan to relocate next year. Do you think it's going to still be an affordable option in 2020? I think that it'll be the best option probably in about a year, 12 to 18 months when all the prices drop. That's just my, again, that's my opinion. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, they could go up, they could go down. But I think this time next year, you're going to start to see things a lot differently in this market. You know, it's going to be similar to when this crash happens, which I don't know when it's going to be. Like I said, 12 to 18 months is what I believe. It's going to be exactly like it was in 08, 09 here. And yeah, that'll be the time to get in on buying a house if you want to, in my opinion. I really enjoyed your last video. I'm an attractive woman, have $4,000, but I do not have a car. Thoughts? If you've got that much saved, I mean, that'll get you by for a couple months. I would try to get a job before you get here, of course. That would be the best option. But, you know, if you have some money saved, you can at least get yourself an apartment, get a down deposit, and start looking for jobs, and you can probably get on your feet pretty quickly. But, you know, I don't know you. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your drive. So you're going to have to really determine if you think that's a good fit. But I would say as long as you have at least $5,000, you know, that's what I would recommend before moving anywhere. And I say that because when I moved to California, guys, I had nothing. Like, I moved to California with about $4,000, and by the time I paid my security deposit, my first month's rent, and then had a car issue, I literally had nothing very fast. So I would say $5,000 minimum. Got to have a niche with competition. Where are you? I'm at my house right now, just hanging out. Just figured I'd come on really quick and just do a little live for you guys. So if you guys are coming on, there's 33 of you. Click that thumbs up button for me. That way more people get notified of the video and all that good stuff. That does really help out. And then feel free to ask any questions and let me know where you're tuning in from. Where do locals gamble at? I like playing slots. Locals, it depends. I would say probably most people go to Green Valley Ranch, Sunset Station, any of those like Henderson places. People go off the strip. There's like PT's, Parkway Tavern is more of a bar restaurant, but they have like the video poker and stuff. But yeah, the thing is, like, when you live here, if you like are really, just be careful, like, because if you don't live here and you're already thinking about gambling, just be very aware that when you come here, it's very prevalent. You know, you're gonna see slot machines at the gas station, at the grocery store. So if you are already thinking about gambling before you move here, just be aware of that temptation that's always gonna come up. Have you ever been to New Zealand? I have not. Charles, please share how you see the California crisis with homelessness and rather seriously challenged economy affecting us here in Vegas. The California crisis with homelessness, man, it's out of control. And I only lived there for 15 months, but I've never seen anything like it. And it was funny because when I would talk to a lot of the locals about the issue, they would just say, oh yeah, that's just the way it is. It's normal. When you would drive through downtown, there was just constant trash everywhere, and it was just an absolute mess. So, you know, I just think that the state, not even the state, but a lot of just people are in denial as far as the homelessness goes out there. But what is the other question that you had? Seriously challenged economy affecting us here in Vegas. Well, when the economy crashes, it's going to hurt Vegas very bad because we rely on tourism. It's good that they're bringing the Raiders here, I think, because that kind of balances things out a little bit, because you're still going to have locals. You're going to have people from LA, people from California in general who are going to support the Raiders. People are not going to have as much disposable income if there is a crash, but at least there's some more diversity to that. They're going to have like concerts and stuff there. Just anytime there's a recession, a crash, anything, you're going to have people not spending disposable income as much. So okay, we have a lot of comments. Holy moly. What do you do? I've answered that question a million times, guys. I do freelance video editing, I do online fitness coaching, and I do YouTube. Those are my main things that I do. Would I be good at moving there at 17? I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know you, I don't know your situation, but if you're not 18, I don't think you can legally move. So I don't know about that one. I would consult your parents or your guardian on that. There may be a recession, but most are cyclical. I think it's going to be bad, in my opinion. Good evening from Southern California. Hello, hello. My plan is to ride the bus first month. Yeah, I've heard the bus system is actually pretty good from what people have told me. So you should be fine with the bus system for about your first month. I know it's better on the west side from what I hear. What is the crime rate out there? Well, over here and where I live, it's not bad at all. I hardly ever see cops or anything over here. So now the closer you get to the Strip, North Vegas, you're going to have more crime. How racist is it out there? I haven't experienced it. It's pretty diverse. I mean, I'm white and Hispanic. I don't really look super Hispanic, but I haven't experienced any issues out here. 5,000 my target goal before I move out there. Come with my cousin. That'll be good. All right, this person needs to go. All right, don't come on here asking weird stuff. You can ask me questions, but don't be weird and then typing it a million times. Yo, there are some weirdos out there. I'd like to start my assisted living home business in Henderson. Can I lease an already approved assisted living? I will eventually purchase. Start my assisted living in Henderson. I have no idea about leasing. I'm not sure about assisted living. I don't have any experience in that. Sorry. I bought a condo, all cash offer. Nice. You need to get moderators for your live streams. I didn't think I was going to need moderators yet. This is crazy. I've deleted a bunch of people. I deleted a bunch of people, so. Okay. Lifting weights in Vegas can be cheap. What do you mean? Lifting weights that doesn't really cost you anything. I mean, besides a gym membership, $10 a month you can find, Planet Fitness, EOS. How easy is it to start a business in Henderson? It's easy to start a business really anywhere. You go online, you register with the state, and you're good to go. That's pretty much all you have to do to actually legally start a business. So it's super easy. And honestly, if you're not making a ton of money, you don't even need a ton of you don't really need to be going through all the legal hoops of starting a business. I would just make sure you have a profitable thing first before you worry about all the paperwork. Living in Henderson, does it appear safe to take walks and jogs at night? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, people go and work out at Cornerstone Park, which is right over here, at night, and it seems like they're pretty good. I mean, obviously when you're a female, you do have to be a little more cautious. You have to keep your eye behind your back at all times. So just try to go where there's people, obviously. But yeah, when I seen you last time, I was like, hi, that's no white guy. I was just looking out there at IKEA stuff. Yeah, IKEA's good. IKEA's pretty cheap. Good stuff. How long are the commutes? Commute to where? I don't know where you're commuting, so I don't know. Do you speak Spanish? Very, very, very little. I don't typically speak Spanish. I can understand it, but I definitely don't speak enough to fully speak it fluently at all. I'm gonna eat my Sour Patch Kids, so. I'm gonna try to pull the chat up here so I can see it. How long are the commutes from Strip to Henderson? It's about 15, 20 minutes at the most. So it's not far at all. Very close. All you gotta do is hop on the 215, take the Las Vegas Boulevard exit, and we're there. So you're good. Let's see, do you guys have thick bulletproof glass dividers at your banks? Yeah, I'm pretty sure all banks have that. Even in Florida we had that, so. Where could I go to work at 17? I'll be living with my dad. You're gonna have to start out as an entry-level job, man. Wait tables, get a job at the grocery store, fast food, stuff like that is where I would start. So, is sports betting a good job to have in Vegas? I wouldn't recommend your income depending on betting. I would have a full job. Yeah, I wouldn't leave my income up to betting. Opened with no option to give a thumbs up. I don't know. Could you make a video showing all of the areas? That would be a really, really long video. I would honestly go on Google Maps, look at all the areas, type in areas that look interesting to you on Google or YouTube, and check them out. Rent a car, come here, drive around, check them out for yourself. That's the best advice that I can give to anybody who is thinking about moving here, and that's what I did. I wrote down about 10 apartment complexes that I liked. I drove through all the neighborhoods, I rented a car, I checked them out, and I found the one that I wanted and that I liked, because there's only so much you can get from this internet. You definitely want to physically come here, look around, and explore it for yourself. You seem irritated. No, I'm not irritated. I'm just, I don't know, I guess maybe because I'm wearing a hat. Usually when I wear a hat, people say that I look a little more serious. I don't know. I'm just chilling. I'm at Mount Charleston. Nice. What's the best time to move? It can be any time of year, really, but I would try to avoid summer because it's super hot in the summer and you're gonna have to move all your furniture and all that. So I would avoid moving in the summer personally, but anytime of year, you're fine. Food server jobs have good tips depending where you are. Anything where you're working with cash tips is usually gonna be the best way to go. You'll make the most money for your time. Bye, I need to sleep early to take care. All right, good night. Thanks for coming on. 46 watching. I know, people are stingy with their likes, man. I don't understand. People watch and they take in all the information and they obviously enjoy the videos because they're subscribed, but they cannot hit the like button. It's like they just cannot hit the like button. It's too much for them to give a like. I don't understand people and their stinginess with the likes. I really don't get it. But when will you upload more workout videos? I don't want to actually upload strictly workout videos. So what I'm going to start doing going forward, and let me know you guys take on this, I'd like to start doing more daily vlogs like I used to. I don't know if it's going to be daily, but just like vlogs of me going through my day, showing you guys what I eat, where I go, kind of just behind the scenes, because a lot of you have questions about what I do and, you know, all these questions about what I eat and just all these like questions that I get. So I want to start building more of those as well, because the one thing I do not want this channel to be, I know a lot of you have found me through Vegas videos, but I don't want this to be strictly about moving to Vegas and that's all you guys watch. I don't want a channel that's only about how to move to Vegas by any means. So I plan on doing a little more variety of content as well on the channel. So it makes chat better and more people see the stream is live and good. Yeah, the thumbs up really does actually help, guys. It allows more people to see it. It just tells YouTube that it's a good video and it's gonna show it to more people, basically. So it really does help. Does Las Vegas have good local music scene or national touring acts? They do have music downtown. There's a lot going on downtown Las Vegas. So, for sure. That would be cool. You should do it. I want to do it. That's the goal, guys. I'm just, right now, all these Las Vegas videos are doing so good that I want to keep doing them, and I want to keep answering questions that you guys have about living here. But my goal with this channel has and always will be for you guys to enjoy the videos because of me and not solely because of the information about moving that you're getting. I always want to build an audience that's here for me and not just for moving tips about Vegas. So, yeah. Those are great ideas. Appreciate it. It's almost 12 a.m. here in Texas. All right, good night, man. Are you a realtor? I am not a realtor at all. Maybe make a video about what motivates you, ways to stay motivated. That's good. I can talk about that stuff. And if I'm not looking at the camera, guys, I'm reading I have the live chat here on my computer so that I can see it. Because on the phone, it like disappears and goes away really quick. So it's easier for me to read the questions here. How much longer are you going to stream? It is 9:24, so probably about another 25 minutes or so. I got to go somewhere at 10:30. Before I move there, I'm going to start a vlog and give tips as well. You inspired me. I appreciate that, man. Do it. The hardest part is just doing it. The hardest part is literally just getting started and just putting it out there and doing it. And the thing that, like, when you start getting criticism, when you start getting trolls on your page, when you start getting people telling you that you're this or that, that's when you know you're doing the right thing, because you're always going to have critics when you're doing something good. So 45 watching. Yeah, I don't know, man. We got 6 dislikes too. For whatever reason, people are disliking this video. Probably because it's not about me walking anywhere. People are weird. That's a nice apartment. I appreciate it. Good place for rock and roll. You should make live stream at First Friday. First Friday is downtown, I believe. I haven't actually been, but I would be willing to go. Watching you from work. Nice. Does the lack of greenery bug you? It kind of does in a way, but you kind of get used to it too. I do like the desert landscape though. I've kind of opened up to it, but I do definitely miss greenery, especially coming from Florida. So, what a brilliant idea about sunset vlogs. That is good. I like sunsets. Could you make a gaming live stream? Not interested in gaming, honestly. Feed off the negativity. Honestly, the best thing to do is just ignore it. That's what I found, is just to ignore negativity. Do you know Floyd Mayweather? I do not. I do not know Floyd Mayweather. You should do videos of local attractions other than the strip, such as hiking trails. I do a couple of those. I have a couple videos with some hiking trails that I've been to. I've been to Oatman, Arizona. I've been to Arizona Hot Springs. I did Mount Charleston. There was a trail there that I did. So I've done a couple of those. I do plan to do more of them as well. Let's see. Lake Mead is around the corner going towards Henderson. Yeah, Lake Mead is not far from here. If you're going to live in Henderson area, it's like 20, 30 minutes. Super close. Tons of stuff to do. Let's see, making coffee. Isn't it late over there? Making some coffee late. What do you do online for work? Man, I get this question like 5 times every live stream. I do online video editing, I do online fitness coaching, and I do YouTube. So those are my 3 things that I do. Have you been to Area 51? I have not, but I've been seeing a ton of videos about it, and I really would like to go to, God, what's the name of the city that it's right outside of? But there's like a little city that you can go. It's, there's like the extraterrestrial highway that you can drive down to, which is pretty cool. But you gotta be careful over there. They don't play around. Was in Vegas about 3 weeks ago, love it. Awesome. You plan on moving here, or you just enjoy the videos? Have you seen wildlife out there? If so, I see a lot of jackrabbits. I saw a little tiny snake once, but nothing crazy. No coyotes that I've seen. Haven't seen any scorpions, no rattlesnakes, nothing too crazy. Seen some bighorn sheep as well, so. I liked and subbed to make up. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, there's people on, like, we got 6 dislikes. Like, who comes on here and dislikes this? I'm on here, like, taking time out of my night to answer questions for you guys, and we have 6 dislikes. Come on. It's ridiculous. Oh, now we're at 7. Cool. So, let's see. I took a nap today. I had to see my doctor. Do you think Vegas is nicer looking than Phoenix? I've never been to Phoenix, so I definitely would love to go and check it out. Roswell, I've been to Roswell, New Mexico on my road trip when I moved from Florida to California. I did stop in Roswell, New Mexico. So it was like kind of, I don't know, it was kind of cheesy. It didn't seem authentic. There was just like a bunch of like people obsessed with aliens. It just seemed kind of strange to me. What's the minimum wage out in Vegas? I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but let's find out. Las Vegas. Minimum wage, Las Vegas. It will be $12 effective January 1st, 2020, apparently. Current is $7.25 if you have benefits, $8.25 if you do not have benefits. So, yeah. Let's see. We got a lot of questions here. Phoenix has a lot of scorpions. I would love to visit Phoenix, honestly. That's still somewhere that I want to get to. What's up, Paul? Welcome. For those of you just coming on, if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm reading the chat here, so I apologize if I'm not looking directly at you. But love being ignored. I don't know why you say love being ignored. There's like so many questions on here, it's hard to keep up. So I mean, if I don't answer your question right away, guys, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that there's a ton of questions, and I would love to see you keep up with the chat. So I'm trying my best here. Do you think the moon landing was faked? I don't know. I don't know if they had the technology back then to do it, but it could have been. $7.25 is low because there's no state income tax. Is it normal for an Uber driver to carry a gun on them? I have no idea what Uber's take on that is, but Nevada is an open carry state, or Nevada. I gotta get you to say Nevada because everybody keeps yelling at me about Nevada. But it's an open carry state. You are allowed to carry in your car, so I'm not sure what Uber can say about that, but like you said, when you get criticism, dislikes, when you know you're doing the right thing, we got you. Yeah, I don't really get it, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory. It is what it is. The dislikes from people who don't understand. Yeah. I think you would get a lot of clicks if you do a focus on Vegas being tax-free. Thought about doing that. That might be a good video. Let's see. I think you would get a lot of clicks. Why did you choose living in Henderson over Spring Valley? Okay, so I chose Henderson because before I moved here, I was actually really looking into moving into Summerlin. And when I when I was looking, I had a friend who already lived here, excuse me, and he told me about Henderson. So I came and looked at it, and it just felt more homey to me. There was more greenery, there was more parks, there was just more right here. in this general area. Over in Spring Valley and Summerlin, I just felt like everything was more congested. There was more things on top of each other. It just felt very, very busy. Whereas Henderson had a much slower pace and just a lot more to do. So I enjoyed that being here as well. So that's ultimately why I moved here. And I really liked these apartments when I went and looked at them, and the price was good for what I wanted. So that's pretty much the main reasons why I chose to move to this area. If you sold a home in California, no tax in the gain. Could you video the best place to make photos? And I like your video, man. So as far as like photos, you can really take photos anywhere. There's so many nice places. If you go to Lake Mead, you can go to all the different parks. You can go to Whitney Mesa Park up on the mountains, which is really beautiful. You can go to Frenchman Mountain. You can go out on the Strip. You can go downtown. There's a ton of places where you can get really nice photos here. So definitely lots of places you can do, man. Keywords generate more, for sure. That's why the last couple of videos that I'm posting all pretty much have the same title, guys, but they have the focus of the videos in parentheses because those keywords are doing really well. Cyclone, nice channel. I appreciate that, Cyclone. Thank you. I'm making 65K per year, but still struggling to live in Los Angeles. Brian, yeah, man, 65 is tough in LA. That's tough. Like, to live in LA comfortable, I feel like you have to either not ever do anything, or you have to be making like 6 figures in order to actually have like a social life and enjoy yourself and be able to live a little bit. So yeah, if you're trying to go to Vegas, definitely check it out, man. I would come here. You're pretty close. Come here on the weekend if you're off on weekends, and drive around. Check out some neighborhoods. Check out Summerlin. Check out Henderson. Maybe book a night at the Strip, somewhere, and make a little vacation out of it for the weekend. What I did is I stayed at Lake Las Vegas at the Westin, and I really enjoyed that. So that was really nice. But yeah, come out for the weekend, man. Check it out. Just messing with you. There's a lot of peeps talking tonight. Yeah, I guess the later videos do well because a lot of people are just on their phone, I guess, late at night. Is it true that a lot of Mormons in Vegas? I've heard that, but I'm not sure. There's definitely a lot of Christians here, so yeah. Yikes, the minimum wage. If I get transferred to Vegas, I'll be able to keep my California wage, plus already employed, even though I'll be ahead of the game. If you can have your California pay and live here, you will live a very good life. I'll just say that. You'll be good here. Do the Fremont Street walk. I was thinking about going to Fremont Street tomorrow. If you guys want me to go to Fremont Street tomorrow, let me know. I can do a live stream there. I would like to do one. So if you guys want me to do a Fremont Street live stream, let me know. Click the thumbs up if you haven't, if you want that video, and I'll do that. Have you ever come across Jacob's life in Vegas? Yeah, everybody talks to me about Jacob. I think everybody who has ever watched a Vegas video knows who Jacob is. But yeah, I mean, I'm open to doing videos with whoever. Tax-free places in general have different... Thank you for your advice, Tony. You got it, Brian. Appreciate it, man. A learning experience. Mormons found in Nevada. Get central air in a garage. I'm Christian. 65K a year. Yeah, there's definitely more Mormons in Utah, but I know there is a lot here as well from, I guess, just from what people are saying. And then Natasha said it was founded, so that I didn't know. So that's a cool fact. But yeah, Kelly K says Fremont Street. What about Art Walk on First Friday? Well, that would be next week. That would be the 5th. So maybe we can do that. It just depends, because I know when you try to live stream in a place with a lot of people, usually the connection does not work from what I've seen. So we'll see. $65K a year and struggling. That's crazy. Dude, that's LA for you. Or just, I mean, I wouldn't say California in general, but like LA, San Francisco, San Diego, all your big cities like that, you're going to have a lot of problems. It's just crazy. That and New York, all these big cities like that. Expand and build your audience. A lot of people are restless and trying to find a better economy. For sure. What's the name of your apartment complex again? It's Castile. So Castile. Phoenix also has the first Friday downtown. Fremont Street would be a good live stream. Yeah. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully, I was going to do it tonight. I just didn't get over there. So I'm just worried that it's going to be too busy tomorrow and I'm not going to actually be able to live stream because, like I said, when there's too many people around, the connection usually drops and it just doesn't work really well. So 100K in San Fran is 50K in Tucson. Yeah, for sure. How long have you been in Vegas? I've been here since last July, so about a year. Mando here, I appreciate all your info. You got it. Fremont Street has a zip line in the stratosphere. Yeah, hell no. You will never catch me on any of those. If I was to do one, it would be the zip line, but I'm not going to jump off a building. I don't know how people do that. How do you like the women in Vegas compared to LA? What? No, man. I've gone on one date and it was terrible. So I'm just focusing on me, doing myself, trying to get my business in line, doing things that I enjoy. And when I'm doing things that I enjoy, I'll find somebody, I'm sure, when the time is right. I would like to see a live stream from Fremont Street, but I'll be at a different work location and will not be allowed to watch. Well, I always leave the live streams on the channel, so if you always want to go back and rewatch it after, we'll be there. So that's because everybody wants to live in Cali. I think people used to want to live in California, and then people who are still on the East Coast, they still see California as like the dream, but people who live on the West Coast want nothing to do with California. Like people in Arizona, Nevada, Utah, like Idaho, none of these people want to live in California at all. I save $600 a month living in Vegas compared to California. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm saving a lot compared to when I was in California. What is your favorite restaurant? Pizza Rock. Definitely Pizza Rock. If you have not been to Pizza Rock and you come here to Vegas, go to Pizza Rock. There's one at Green Valley Ranch and there's one downtown Las Vegas. Best pizza, hands down. And I'm a pizza guy, so I love pizza. I like when you walk around Henderson. It gives a good sampling of what the city looks like. For sure. It's just starting to get so hot. It's hard to walk during the day. When I'm on my purpose, I will find somebody. That's true, man. Could you rate the different areas in Las Vegas, good to worse? I did a whole video on that like 2 or 3 videos ago. It goes over the different areas, so go back and watch that video for sure. Yeah, I heard Vegas was bad for dating. Well, the thing with dating in Vegas, so here's the thing, we're very transient. So most people are not from here, and most people do not stay here very long. So people come and people go. So it's very hard to actually find somebody if you're gonna be in a serious relationship for a long period of time, because people are here 1 month and then they're gone the next. So it's very hard to actually like find somebody that you want to stay with, basically. People are leaving California, and many in my neighborhood are leaving the state, for sure. Tons of people are leaving. By the slice, I get it. They have a happy hour Monday to Friday, 3 to 6, and then 10 p.m. to close, where they do like $5 personal pans, but they're pretty good size, like a 12-inch. They do like $3 beers, $4 well drinks, $4 wines. Their happy hour is really good, and the pizza is really good. I don't personally drink very much. I have like 2 beers a year, usually, maybe 3. So I just go for the pizza, but it's good. I enjoy it. I went to Pizza Rock once. I need to go back for sure. It was something I found out about Pizza Rock through Say Hi to Matthew, his channel. I'm sure you guys know who he is. I find waste so much in being a woman. I buy stuff I don't need. We have too many Californians out here and they don't drive. The funny thing is they come with their license plates and then there's just too many Californians leaving. It's crazy. I mean, I don't blame them for leaving. If you're gonna leave, don't vote for the same shit that happened in your state and then ruin the next state. That's my take on it. Because the reason why that state is so dilapidated is because of the politicians and the way it's run. So, what's the name again for the pizza place? Pizza Rock. Pizza Rock is the name, and it's really good. Definitely go there and try it out. You can sell a condo in California and buy a condo in Vegas for all cash. for sure. What makes Vegas so transient? I have no idea. I think just because it's like right outside of California. I don't know. It's just very transient. It might have something to do with the hospitality system, because it was the same thing when I lived in Orlando, Florida. We were a very transient city because of hospitality. We would have people who would work at the hotel here, and then they would transfer to another hotel in another state. So may have to do with the hospitality. I think it's just some people come here, they think it's a big party, and they lose everything or whatever, and they have to leave. So I think there's many factors to it, but those are probably just a couple that come to my mind. Vegas has the worst influx of drivers. Is food pricey or is it cheap? It's about the same as anywhere you go. Natasha, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You paid for my little energy drink for the night, so thank you, Natasha. I'm passing out for the night. See you, Roger. Take care, man. Thanks for coming on. What do you think about people who are middle-aged and move to Las Vegas? Yeah, that's cool. You can move at any age. I'm cool with everybody. Like, my thing is, if you respect me, I'll respect you. I don't have anything against anybody who's younger, or older, or anything. Many of the people are transplants from elsewhere. When it rains, the place is gridlock. It's crazy. Yeah, people don't know how to drive in the rain here. That's for sure. Same thing was in LA because it hardly ever rains now. During the summer, we do get a lot more rain than normal. We get some thunderstorms, some lightning, some monsoons, some flooding, but so far we've been good. Haven't had anything yet. Very light rain so far. I lived here for the first 5 days, saw an accident every day. Jeez. Yes, I want to try Pizza Rock too, a place called Rock out here, and it's a pizza place, but they have a drink called the Bucket. I had some bucket drinks when I was in the Caribbean islands. So at the Virgin Islands and in Puerto Rico, they had the rum buckets where you would get like the banana rum, the raspberry rum, the pineapple rum, coconut rum. There was like 8 shots in it. It was crazy. So good though. But yeah, you could only have like one of those and you were bombed. But when you're out on an island, you kind of want that. So if I wasn't broke as fuck, I would tell you, brother. No problem. Hey, it doesn't it's cool if you guys do. It's not make or break. I always appreciate it, but I don't expect anything. But when you guys do, I appreciate it, of course. Gotta fix my pup some food. Gotta take care of the doggy. Las Vegas has a huge retirement community. It's the best place to retire. I would definitely say it's one of the top places to retire. I know, again, the medical system is not great, so a lot of people don't like it for that reason, and they kind of, downplay it for that. But the weather's good for the most part. There's a lot of retirement communities here. There's no state income tax, so it has a lot of benefits to come here and retire for sure. And there's a lot of retirement communities, so there is a lot of people who come here to do that. What is your favorite sport? It was always basketball growing up, and then once I got into college, it was football. But I would say college football still, and then right behind that is basketball. I'm not a huge fan of NFL. I just don't get the same excitement from NFL as I do from college football. I feel like college football people just play a lot harder, and you can just see the way that they're playing. They have more heart in it, so I like that. What's the money thing? It's just super chat, so if you want to just donate and have your message like highlighted, yeah, it comes up like that, and it's just extra money. I just keep it all on the YouTube account, and I put it back towards like equipment and anything to improve these videos and just make this experience a little bit better. I always keep it doing that, so it helps support the channel. What do you do besides YouTube? I do online fitness coaching, and I also do freelance video editing. So freelance video editing, online fitness coaching, and YouTube. Those are the 3 things that I do. Carbon Snail, if you chose to travel out of state, would you fly to LAX from Vegas or drive to LA? I prefer to drive to LA only because I actually enjoy that drive. It's actually a really fun drive. I like to see the different mountains. I like to see the landscapes. I like to stop and just see the like abandoned buildings and just the old desert towns. It's really cool. You can get some really like just nice scenery through there. So I really enjoy actually driving. I don't mind it. But I wouldn't do like a round trip in one day. I would want to drive to LA, stay out there for a day or two, and then drive back. I've done the round trip in one day, and it's miserable to drive. It's like 10 hours round trip because there's usually traffic. So yes, Tony, that's kind of like that. I'd rather have the island experience. Driving to LA is a dump. LA is a dump compared to Vegas. I mean, I agree. LA has a lot of issues, but I still love the beaches. I still love Malibu. I still love the coastline just in general. I think it's just really, really beautiful. You know, if I could live on that beach, I would for sure, but I like Vegas. Explain what you mean by bad medical system. Well, I don't have any personal experience with the medical system, but from what I've heard, it's just a poor system in general. So I don't really know entirely what people mean by that, but apparently it's just not very good. So I'm going to get more information on that because I get a lot of people asking me about the health system here. So I do want to actually get more information on that, and I'll go ahead and actually answer that a little bit better next time I do a live stream for you. So thank you, Mando. I see that $4.99. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, me too. College football is greater than NFL. I agree. They say if you wander out of town, there's some local locos, probably. I'm sure if you want, like, once you get out into, like, Boulder City more, once you get out into, like, the super deserted areas, yeah, you probably start to see a little more craziness go on. You know, you get people who protect their land. You know, they don't want anybody else around them, and, hey, I don't blame them. People usually ruin things, so. My dad left in '96 to retire, but he came out here in the 60s. Man, I can't even imagine Vegas in the 60s. That'd be cool to see it, like to be able to go back in time and live here in the 60s. That'd be dope. Brian, for the $20 tip, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for live streaming tonight. Wish you the best. I appreciate it, Brian. Thanks, man. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. I love Vegas, born and raised here. Nice. You're one of the few. Not many people are born and raised here. Carbon coming through. Carbon, you're the man. Appreciate you. Another $20 from Carbon. You're awesome, man. When I finally get there, I'll be hitting you up for a video editing service. Yeah, let me know, man. Do you speak Spanish? I do not. So I know a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to be holding a like full-on long conversation. But I can talk a little bit. Un poquito. The water is too cold. South Beach rules. Yeah, that's the only thing about the beaches in California. The water is, nobody goes in the water. It's just too cold. You have surfers in there with like their wetsuits, but nobody really goes in the water. So what university do I root for? I root for UCF because that's my school. That's where I went. So I'm a UCF alumni. So University of Central Florida Knights. I'm sure you guys know about us now. We've had quite a few past seasons. So yep, UCF. I go to VA for the healthcare. The one here is much better than the VA in Los Angeles. Well, that's good to know. Because most people say that you have to go usually back to California to find good healthcare. So that's actually really good to know. Thank you, Natasha, for letting me know about that. Just found your channel and subbed. Thank you. Appreciate that. Not just another Vegas doll. Let me know your name as well. I like to know people's names. Some people don't have their name in here, but I kind of like to refer by people by their name if I can. As the channel grows, it's going to be harder to know everybody's name, but I'm going to try. Naomi, LA in the 60s and 70s was still fun and nice. I believe it. I beg to differ. I go in the water all the time. Atlantic is much colder than the Pacific. No, well, Atlantic can definitely be cold, but Gulf of Mexico is usually where I go. In the west coast of Florida, Siesta Key Beach, Venice Beach, anywhere over there is super warm. Like there was times when I would go down there and be like 85 degrees. Super nice. Do you think the housing market will go back in the next couple of years? I do. If you're talking about here in Vegas, yes, I do. I think the housing market will go back in the next 12 to 18 months. And again, this is not financial advice, it's just my opinion. I have to put that disclosure on here. But yeah, I do think in the next 12 to 18 months, you will see the housing market fall back for sure. Because everything here is about 20 to 25% overpriced. If you go on Zillow, you're gonna notice that most of the houses are staged or they're empty, which means nobody's living in them. So that's not a good sign. You guys almost beat us when you had Culpepper. Man, Culpepper, I remember when he was quarterback, man. My dad took me to the very first game when, I don't know if it was the first game of Culpepper, but my dad took me to my first UCF game when I was like really young. And I remember it was a big deal back then because we were just getting started. But yeah. So you're a Nebraska fan, I guess. That's cool. Cornhuskers. My name is Aaron. Cool. Okay, so Zaire, his name is Aaron. Southern California is warmer in the ocean than Northern California, for sure, for sure. Vegas has the best shopping and restaurants ever on the Strip, for sure. Fashion shows, cool. There's pretty much shopping inside of every casino. Mandalay Bay, Luxor, Planet Hollywood, all of them have shopping, which is really cool. So Venetian, anything you find, you're going to have them, so. And the restaurants, yeah, are everywhere. Been to Panama City, Florida 3 times for spring break. I can only imagine what that was like. My spring break, I went to, I went to Daytona Beach for one. I went to Miami for one, South Beach. And then I went to the Bahamas for the other one. The Bahamas one, I did a cruise, and that one I was bombed. That one that was a good time. That was a good time. I'll say that much. Cyclone, I live in Vegas. Nice. We got some locals in the house. I love Summerlin. Summerlin is really nice. What's the best season living in Vegas? In the winter, it does get really cold. For me, anyway, it gets cold. We had some snow last year. I would say I really liked March, April, and May. Those 3 months were great. I'm pretty sure from about December to almost May, I didn't even run my AC. Like, I was able to have my windows open, and the house would be nice and cool. I'd have my fan on. Didn't even run my AC those months. So probably March, April, and May. Those are my top months. Because May is when you start to get a little bit warmer and you can start wearing your short sleeves again, and it's a nice kind of shift at that point. So I like it. Who is your celebrity crush? I don't have one, man. Honestly, I really don't. Celebrities are just, like after, okay, so when I lived in Florida, I saw celebrities and I saw Lamborghinis and Ferraris, very different from when I lived in LA. So when I lived in LA, I would see celebrities. You would see fancy cars all the time. You'd see big houses. So it just kind of became the norm. So I didn't really get as, I don't know, like as giddy about it. Like when my mom and grandma came here, they still were like, oh my God, a Ferrari. And I'm like, no big deal, just a Ferrari. I don't know. I love the Palms Casino and Red Rock Casino. I have not been to either one. Actually, no, I've been to Red Rock once, but it was like 3 years ago before I moved here. So I do want to go back to Red Rock. And I like Green Valley Ranch a lot, and then I like Sunset Station a lot, but I think Green Valley Ranch so far is my favorite one that I've been to. Go Huskies. Have you ever skydived? I have not. And I don't think I'll ever be skydiving, to be honest with you. I don't think I would live to see the result. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have a heart attack because I do not do well with heights at all. Like, if you guys watched, I did a video about the Hoover Dam probably like a month ago, and I went over like the pedestrian bridge, and even that freaked me out. Like, some of the shots, you can tell I didn't get right up to the edge because I was pretty nervous when I was filming that segment on that video. But yeah, I'm not good with heights at all. This is insane. This is insane how Vegas gets extremely hot and gets cold. I never knew Vegas had winter until last year. I did not know either, to be honest. I knew it had winter and I knew it got hot, but I did not know that it snowed here. I had no idea that it snowed here. And when there was snow in the forecast, I got in my car, and I remember the first time it started snowing, because I'd never seen snow before. I'd never driven in snow or anything. I got in my car, I left my apartment, and I drove to go see the snow. And I remember I was driving down the road and I saw like snow on top of the cars. I was taking like pictures and sending it to people, and I was one of those people that was super like ecstatic that it was snowing because I'd never seen it. And I drove over to Anthem where they had a lot more of the snow, and I went and like, you know, walked in the snow and made like snowmen and stuff. So yeah, I was like a little kid when that happened. It was fun. In your opinion, what is the best buffet? I haven't been to any buffets except for the Green Valley Ranch, and that one was fantastic. So I would recommend Green Valley Ranch. I want to do some videos at the buffets. If you guys have seen All You Can Vegas, he does videos about every single buffet. I'm pretty sure he has reviewed every single buffet and every food place in Vegas. But he literally only does videos about Vegas buffets. So it'd be cool to link up with him and do a video. So we'll see. But Green Valley Ranch was good. I went there for Christmas and had a really good time. So definitely recommend that one. Have you been to Heart Attack Grill? I have not. I don't know if I would want to eat there. It's just too heavy, man. I don't know if I would enjoy it. I like a burger and fries, but from what I've seen, it's just out of control. I love Atlantic City. I got a free bathing suit just for trying it on. Nice. It's always good. Palms Buffet is so good. I've heard really good things about the Palms Buffet. I've just heard really good things about Palms in general, so I need to get there and check it out. The Rancho is a good buffet place. I haven't heard of the Rancho. I need to definitely check that one out. Is that on the Strip or where is that one? Best buffet is Sterling Buffet at Bally's. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back through this chat after this and write all these down because I want to try these. You keep mentioning winter, but you've got to tell us the average temp. Average temp for winter or when? Because during the winter, there was a couple nights when it was like in the 30s. But I'd say it's like 50s, 60s during the day, during the winter time for the most part. Hey, Tony, your thoughts on living in Miami? I think it's too hectic. I think it's too crazy. And the wealth gap is very similar to how it is in LA. You have people who are really, really well off, and you have people who are not. There's not really like a middle ground. So it's kind of a weird thing. I wouldn't live in Miami. I like Fort Lauderdale a lot, and I like West Palm Beach a lot. Those two areas in South Florida, I would love to live there. Brought home a bet for under $20. Palm Buffet is one of the best ever. I got to check those out because everybody talks about the Palms Buffet. So I might be in that area tomorrow. I don't know. Is the Del Taco chain any good? I think it's better than Taco Bell, but it's like similar to Taco Bell, but they do have some more fresh items. They have like these street tacos where they have the guac and everything, and they're pretty good. They're a little more fresh compared to Taco Bell. But I got to cut this short in about 2 minutes, guys. So if you have any other questions over the next 2 minutes, let me know. I'm going to have to cut it short in a little bit. They're building a Del Taco on Flamingo next to the Palms and Gold Coast. Del Tacos are very popular. I see a lot of those being built, a ton of those everywhere. There's so many Del Tacos. They're on like almost every street. There's more Del Tacos than Taco Bells here, for sure. The name of the apartment, Castile. Are there lots of quality auto shops or are many of them rip-off joints? I never had my car fixed while I was here, so I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like there's a lot of European car shops in this area anyway, and then of course you have like Pep Boys and all that, but from what I've heard, the car shops are pretty decent from people that I've been in contact with, so. What is the gay scene like? I have no idea. No idea. Is Venice, Florida quite boring place compared with Henderson? For sure. Venice, Florida is a very boring place. It's right below Sarasota. It's just a lot of old, like retired people. There's not much going on there at all. At least Henderson, 15 minutes you're at the Strip. You can go hiking. You can go to Lake Mead. You can go out on the water. You can go biking. You can go to Utah. You can go to Zion. You can go to Grand Canyon. You can go to California. You get the point. You can go to a lot of places. So over here, there's definitely a lot more to do. Have you heard of Jacob's Life in Vegas? I have. I watch his videos all the time. Pretty sure, like I said earlier in the video, I think anybody who's ever watched a Las Vegas video has come in contact with Jacob. So he seems cool. Some people dog on him, but I don't know. He seems fine to me. I don't know. Del Taco is better. Screen learning plants. Have a good night. Thanks for live stream. Good night. Send a tip through PayPal to your accessible site. Couldn't figure out how to do it like other participants. Oh, Kelly, thank you. I'll check that out because the PayPal doesn't come through, so I'll have to check my website for that. Thank you, Kelly. Let's see. Love videos, the best gyms, best restaurants. What's up, Josh? All right, so I'm just gonna answer these last two questions. Josh, the best gym would be EOS, $9.99 a month if it's just you and you want one club. If you want to do multiple clubs, $19.99 a month.
If you want to do multiple clubs and bring a guest, $24.99 a month, and you'll be good to go. There's LVAC, but you do need a year contract. There's also lifetime, but that's like super expensive. So just be aware of that. Manuela, keep up the great work. Glad to have found your videos. Thank you, Manuela. Appreciate that. Have a good night, guys. Okay, perfect. So I gotta head out, guys. It's been a good night. Thank you for those of you that came on. If you haven't yet, before you guys leave, just please hit the thumbs up button. And that's it, guys. If you have any other questions, comments, if you haven't watched my last video, drop your questions, comments, video topics you guys want me to cover. Just go watch my last video, drop it in the comments section. That way I can see it. And that's it for tonight, guys. I'll see you in the next live stream. Thanks so much for coming on.